Welcome viewers. Today we are playing in the content creator Showdown.com, which is a tournament that Daybreak Games organizes for streamers, I guess, and other content creators. I believe it is 64 gamers. Actually, it's not full this time. It's 39 players. We play games and players who go 5-0 or 6-0, 5-1 or 6-0 will win prizes. First round, I'm up against Cherryman XD.
He's a phenomenal
playing Affinity,
player.
blue-red.
Brought this list to FNM last night. Switched defense grid for propaganda, caused lots of aggro decks.
In this list, just play more sweepers. Propaganda is worse than sweepers, but I hope you had fun at your FNM still. Dryad is the new minstrel of Ilysian Grove, yeah. Unfortunately, I had to register the list on first day. If I had more time, I would cut Dryad and Valakut for a 6 main deck, and then I would play an extra Force of Vigor, perhaps. 2 sagas? The hand is a bit weak besides that. 2 sagas means turn 4, I get the second amulet. Opening hand with saga could ruin me. But then on turn 4 I can pay for rebuke. Seems like a keep. Would not keep it on the draw, maybe. Well, for sure, I guess. I would mulligan it on the draw, but on the play, I think it's acceptable. He draws opening hand might plus Emery, I will cry, but... I mean, what am I supposed to do? Well, I just asked Mr. Cherry XD-Man if he's in the match, and he was surprised, but seems like we're playing now. Finally. So, 2 battle. Mulligans to 6, okay. To 5, okay. A 5 card hand shouldn't kill me too quickly either, so that's another upside. Although, of course, if he goes turn 1 might, that's gonna be bad. Rooted Delta. Castamiayo. Passes. Well, I play Urza Saga. Reporting for duty. Yeah, exactly. Reporting for duty. Oh. Pinnacle Emissary. Okay. Into Mishra's Babiola. That's a solid move if I've ever seen one. Rebuke? No, we are chilling against Rebuke, it's fine. I'll just make a construct. Next turn we can just bounce land, explore bounce land. That's how much mana exactly? I have 6 plus 2. That's, well, 8. So it doesn't play around Rebuke, but then Pact for Grazer does. Another Bobble. Mishra's Bobble. Attacking with the drone, which seems to signal no double. Rebuke, maybe? Actually, we don't know. Galvanic Blast my construct. If that's a sign of strength. Pact for Grazer plays around Rebuke. Yes, but without Pact, it doesn't play around. That's what I meant to say. And my opening hand did not have it, so... We drew GSZ, so that's even more playing around Rebuke. Think where I forgot to scry. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, those tendrils are not the only ones in agony. That sounds about right. Something is wrong with the stream bot. Remind me to look into that. Looks like you must have skipped your request because the Remy song was actually finishing. So you accidentally skipped your request over the Remy song because the Remy song actually finished the moment you were clicking, which is funny. All right, Kiran. Nice list. Should I have sex in my deck? Should I have Collector Ouphe? Should I trim Dryad? There's one Ashok in the deck. I think I should just trim Dryad because it's not a good card. That's like a good basis to remove it. Dismember hits the Emrys and that's kind of it. And well, Harbinger as well, so I guess it's pretty necessary. Did I get a new Chinchullos for Yulia? No, no. It doesn't quite work like that to replace like a loved pet with a new one. But there is actually, I guess, big news pet-wise for the Kani household, which is also kind of sudden. Like we had plans, but they were kind of rushed. And the news is that there's gonna be a new member of the Kani household, and it's going to be a dog. A golden retriever puppy is joining this week, which at first it was supposed to be slower, but it's gonna be now. I don't think I want sex necessarily. I think I might want to trim GSZs. No, I want to draw. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. This way is okay. Golden Retriever is a big dog. I hope he doesn't bully the cats. I hope so as well. Although I would like to correct you that a Golden Retriever is actually a medium-sized dog. So you are mistaken. At first it's gonna be a puppy as well, so it's gonna be roughly the size of dogs, of cats. I'm slightly stressed about introducing, which I kind of wasn't in Kulek's case, but also, I don't know, back then I was just like, yeah, let's just introduce them, it's gonna be fine, and it was. Shit hand, let's keep. An adult golden retriever should weigh about 25 kilograms. Let me check that. At least I thought so. Wait, 25 to 44 kilograms. Okay, well, that, I guess, a lower end female golden retriever is a medium dog. I guess, and it's gonna be male as well. I won game one, yes, yes. Hanweir might. I'm not sure if I will be able to win this one though. Retrievers are generally easy to train though, yes, yes. Yulia is determined to put lots of effort into training the dog. So hopefully it's all going to go well. Oi, oi, oi. Seems hard to beat Tamiya. Emery doesn't do anything here. I need to draw ramp. And I need to dodge Harbinger and Ashiok. And action that deals damage. So overall, seems like a pretty tough game to win. Mirror Retriever is the best, I agree. Did tap his Mox, so you cannot use his Haywire Might. I don't know if that was intentional. Golden Mirror Retriever. That's the card you get for 500 wins with Krarklan Ironworks. Boseiju the Might and hope for a Grazer or Pact draw, which I only have one up in my deck, so that's a bit rough, but gives me outs. Attacking with Emery seems loose. He had nothing in the graveyard, right? So I guess he just didn't play around that. Force of negation, really. Puts me dead. I think Force of Vigor is actually not even good against Villain's deck. Like, I think Dryad and Sex actually are pretty good. If there is GS, if there is Force of negation, maybe I should just trim Scape Shifts or GSZs. Maybe I should just cut GSZ entirely in this matchup. Vexing Bauble on the play, looking good. Bring in tutor monsters, cut GSZ. Sounds good. I'm not so sure about Collector Ouphe's validity either. Why 69 cards, bro? Why not? I mean, isn't that a bit of a silly question to ask? Let's keep this. It is not a hand without issues, but I feel like it can lead to a victory. Just play a Saga. You think you would always play Dryad against Blood Moon, both red and blue decks. Best can happen is it help mana fix or no? So it doesn't really help you to fix your mana. So first, it's timestamps. So if your opponent plays the moon effects after you already have Dryad in play, then you don't get the mana fixing effect. If you play Dryad afterwards, that means you already had a forest, so it didn't mean anything to do that. If you have colored mana from Dryad under Blood Moon, you just... that doesn't matter, right? You still... I need to remove the Blood Moon effect to win. So Dryad actually doesn't do anything, really, against Moon. Alright, can we please dodge Harbinger or Ashiok or both? Steam Vents. Okay, make construct, I like that. What now? Play Amber. Dumpling Sphere. Can I defeat Dumpling Sphere here? I don't beat Dumpling Sphere, I kind of get wrecked by Hanweir Might. Why Dumpling? Fear, not good. If I play Escape Shift, get 2 Amulet into 3 Vestige line. Alright, first Amulet. Where is my second Amulet? This turn is make a robot. Well, so the issue is if I pass, my opponent gets Hanweir Might with Urza Saga. And 3 Vestiges. Whoa! That beats the inactivity timer? That's crazy. 3 Vestiges don't pay for Titan because of the Dumpling Sphere. So if I just get double mighted or even a single mighted, I'm wrecked. That's not good. I have to escape shift. I could also get Force of Negation on. DB Alberto SD has started watching. Holy shit, we are being watched, chat. Well, the pause on his end seems to indicate that there is a Force of Negation. Which kinda I get fucked by. After this heavy head scratching session, I guess I'm gonna get wrecked. Cory. Unless they have second green, we are chilling. Well, chilling. We still get fucked. He's performing land destruction on me. Oh, nice. He chose the might to replay, which means no triggering of the Cory. So I can maybe draw this member on Emery. Cool. Well, that doesn't help. I think I should play the Urza Saga and then top deck something. Like this member is alright. Grazer might actually be meaningful. Force of Vigor would be good here, kinda. Not really all that much. Given that I can only use it on my opponent's turn. Emery Might is giga broken, and I think that combination is unfair. By the way. Like, this member would be way better than that. Okay, Afternoon Analyst. 1 mana short. Still. 1 mana short. Of going for a Boseiju in hand short. Well, I don't have Bog. If I don't cast anything, I think I have no outs. So I have to escape shift. This embarrassing when Dumping Sphere is good against you, but sometimes that happens, chat. Well, I don't have Mycosynth in my list today, so that's also a problem. So no Bog, no Mycosynth, that's like stupid, but I guess that's how life is. Hey, Dismember. Could we have gotten 3 Vestiges and played Titan? Dumping Sphere taxes my spells. So they cost 1 more. Otherwise, that would be a great play, yes. If he plays no Sphere and no Might, I'm actually okay. Dumping Sphere is every spell. Each spell a player casts costs 1 more to cast for each other spell that player has cast this turn. Yes, stop the Kappa, play Kappa. Come on, how can I win? You're probably missing something. You are missing the dumping sphere. Let's zoom on it so like people can see it. It's a threatening card. A Fran relic. It has spent 10,000 years doing absolutely nothing. Cool. Cool relic, bro. Wonder if we are the last match. Because Cherry XT-Man has been 12 minutes late. Your eyes just glaze over the first paragraph, lol. Makes sense, yeah. So I don't think I can draw anything. Also I have to charm block. No, I don't, I can block that too. But I don't think I can draw anything in this spot. Mirror poop. Yeah, the keep was probably a bit sketchy. Are we keeping this? Riddler just for 5 mana, that sounds kind of crazy. Like, no way to cheat it into play? Isn't that the purpose of the card? This feels way too weak. I go Saga, villain goes Tamio. I go Growth Chamber, they go Frog. I play Splunking. I think I can do better. Unfortunately, this hand is like not too far away from being kinda great, but... Alright, this one I'll keep. Saga Construct seemed like a good plan. Game 1 at least. Point moves to 6. So did I. Let's say GL, even though I don't actually wish that upon my opponent, but you know. Good to keep up, need to keep up the pretense. Nice, nice. Good splunking. Sounds worse than making constructs. I think we are constructing this game, that's my plan. To the point where I will not play Saga now. Yeah, spelunking is gonna be a ritual eventually. So it's gonna be 0 mana. And now it's like, kill my construct. Hope they answer with high. A classic. 2 on top. Reap. No Jabulets. I like Jabulets. Way of spelling Jabulets. So funny. Fire and War. Oh. Oh. Will you push? No. Kept 2 on top and no push. Okay. Curious. Jabulets. No play. Kept on top. I guess it's just a land then. Does my opponent have any good cards? No. Not really. Just pushes. And if they didn't have a push, it's not Jabulets. Okay. There's no escape. No leak or intervention can work in this place. There's no escape. Ooh. Ooh, Shifting Woodland. If I attack with a construct now, opponent discards 1, 2, 3 cards, goes to 2 cards to eat my construct. Sounds bad. Because next turn I will have 5 constructs. This is going to be the famous game where I Shifting Woodland a Saga? Still probably not, because I would win before that happens. A bounce land would be a really good draw with Otawara in hand. Our song requests playing. The volume is so low I did not realize till you started singing, lol. Chat. Too low, too high. Can't ever make people happy with song requests. Volume. It's a bit rough. Easy to go wrong. I enjoy Gruul Turf. I know, actually, doesn't matter. I can't play as Splunking. But yeah, they're playing leather colored Master Spunk, and your point is valid. I heard it. Bounce, block, discard 5. Sounds good still. I don't think villain can deal with multiple constructs. They can jump with Bowmeisters. Maybe. Alright, draws 3 sagas and 69 cards. Make 5 8/8s and win. Simple. No co ty, dotknijmy klamoty. Big klamoty. -4 scape shield against Frogster. In the 69 card deck. Yes, because we can. We can afford that, so we do that. Although sometimes I keep some scape shifts for the ability to win purposes, but with 4 GSZ for Titan, maybe I still should keep something, but I was still keeping a couple in 77. Well, in 77 it's kind of easier, but I kind of want to carry Pact and a Lotus Field, because those are bad to draw most of the time. Let's check for the Harbinger numbers in my opponent's sideboard. I actually have 1 Harbinger, 4 Consign, 3 Pest Control, still no Counterspell postboard, so... yeah, 4 Subtlety, 4 Force is a bit scary, but also... Counterspell is the most scary, frankly. But yeah, don't be surprised if you see me keeping... Scape Shift against Frogster in the future. It's just not particularly great, but... it has upsides still. I think I can't be too picky. I can't be picky enough to mulligan this. Is Mr. Beast too expensive for this matchup? The biggest thing is just getting fully countered by Consign, which is arguably you could say it's not a good enough of a reason, but that's been the logic. That's been the logic I've been using. I think constructs this game probably not great, actually. Or at least I don't want to be making one next turn. That doesn't seem great against Tamiyo. I have only 1 Saga. Against pest controls stuff, I just would prefer to play a Spelunking on turn 2. I'll be blocking Tamiyo every turn, because opponent has 3 Kaitos in their deck pre-board, so just making sure. Psychic Frog. Vexing Bauble. And Defense Grid, Giga Combo. I'll spend this turn deploying my anti-counter magic artifacts, and hopefully I draw something good. Okay, pitch Fawn to counter a bubble. It's kind of wild in a way. I'll be blocking Frog now. You have to pitch 2 cards to get through. Still in the Disremember range. Hello, Adam Giri. Welcome to the chat. Preordain. If they make a land drop, they can crack the clue to flip Tamiyayo. Which is potentially dangerous. Scary and fearsome. Dismember. Yeah, I don't know about that. Construct. Construct might be better. Spelunking cycles and lets me Titan next turn a bit more often. I think that's better than Construct. Construct attacking Tamiyayo is kind of a weak move. You can also high roll and enjoy Bonsland. No. But we need to draw like deeper into our deck to get the lands. How good would this card be? Sorcery, no mana cost, flashback blue, draw a card. Pretty bad. There's a similar card. I don't remember the name of it. Obsessive Search. It's kind of the same. Kind of what you're saying, but I think it's not particularly great. Thoughtseize? Oh no. Thoughtseize with Tamiyo buyback. Flashback 0. Then it's Giga OP. Can dredge over search and cast it. True. That's why I said the card is similar, not identical. Hola, meus amigos que le gustan de magic. Hello. Well, maybe I was supposed to make a construct. After all. Opponent unsurprisingly takes my Primeval Titan. Putting me between a rock and a hard place, and I'm not a fan of hard places. Discard to Frog against the known Dismember? Guess might as well. Draw last. Classic. Oh, the frog can live now. Sure, I see, I see. That's actually a big problem. Because now I need to rip the skin off the top pretty heavily to win. Or my opponent draws half the deck with Tamiyayo. Which maybe I can beat, probably not. Giga punish for not making constructs earlier this game. Also, Aurin numbers, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate that. Just extremely deeply, I appreciate that, and that's so nice. Alright, I can't beat that anymore. Like, I have nothing in villain draws out the deck. You got me, bro. I overestimated my fastness and you Tamiyayo'd me to death. Kept 7s. Have you ever seen a frog player win a game without frog? Not really, no. What if we keep one cheeky Scapeshift? With only one Pact and one Lotus Field, so like cutting my ability to do stuff with the Scapeshift, but just one cheeky Scapeshift just in case. You are guaranteed to draw the one Lotus and one Scapeshift. That's fine. O ja cię pierdolę. Hand is okay. Besides the one issue with it. Maybe it's not okay. I think it's okay. Who's gonna keep fatal pushing that opening hand against Amulet? But imagine this hand with a 4S instead, then I can GSZ for Arbor instead. Also, I hit my opponent with GL and they ignored me in the canister fashion, and now I'm going to get destroyed. GL, okay, I fatal push. I see. Swamp, Monka. No nie! He had it. At least. Life is just sometimes. This seems to indicate Harbinger of the TDs. Even with 69 cards, Arbor will always be there to ruin a good hand. Yeah, at least sometimes it will. Would be really nice if, like, you know, I wouldn't have the Arbor in there. But I guess now my 6 is going to survive the push. Or rather, it will not be pushed at all. Fetching Swamp just screams Harbinger, so good to draw Otawara. Hope to not get hit by a subtlety. Nice. So now Harbinger is not so bad. Oh, Strategic Betrayal, that's sad. Sexplore. Nice. There's no point in trying to play around Counterspell with Defense Greed. In fact, if I played right now, I played into Consign. Meticulous Archive. Would be funny if my opponent just plays a 4 mana Kaito. Harbinger, okay. We have been Harbrought. We have Consign. Okay, I'll dismember then. There's only one Harbinger. Yes. So I just need a bounce land. And to fade Thoughtseize. Too bad Sex is gone. That Strategic Betrayal. Also seems like opponent skillfully doesn't draw Riddlers in this matchup. Which I probably bordered them out. Card seems giga bad in the matchup. Although who knows. True. Holy shit, Kaito, Bane of Nightmares. Alright chat, bounce land one time. No bounce land. I see. More breeds. Bounce land or Lotus Field even. Not Vestige though. Question. They have 4 fort sizes to draw. Those are pretty scary. I would ideally like to avoid that. Consign into the graveyard and 1 card on top. Polluted Delta. Is that a 6 mana pitch fawn? Perhaps? That would be wild. White pest control? Sure. Alright, never bounce land. Hi, chat. Channel your energy in the chat. Make a little chant. Go bounce land, bounce land, bounce land, bounce land. Simic Grove Chamber, Simic Grove Chamber. Simic Grove Chamber. One time, bro. Simic Grove Chamber. Or Gruul Turf. I even will take a Lotus Field. They disable chants on Twitch? Fuck. Well, you can make it, like... Make it happen yourself. No. Should I play this Grazer? Chamblo Kaito? I don't think so, because this kind of gives me like a shield of... being able to interact. Although very embarrassing games today. It is game free, yeah. I guess I drew Dryad and Valakut in 2 of those games, and that possibly kind of costed me. Very cringe to just never get to mana and then lose. Puts me at 0-2. Awesome. Have I ever etched for eternity? I sure hope I ever did. Emperor Bones ends. Ochulus discarded, that's fine. Seems like we kept 7s, also in the draw. Fought Sizer. Or a nerf. A nerf would be kinda scary as well. With Lotus Field in hand and Pact, I can maybe sidestep going for a Titan and just loop instantly. A nerf Ochulus into a nerf Emperor? No. A nerf Emperor, holy shit. Well, that is not a weak start. It is not for the faint of heart. And I'm kinda faint of heart. Escape Shift is kind of exactly what I needed to maybe save me. Although I will need to draw a bounce land as well. Will I? I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine. I think I can go Spelunking into Otawara into Lotus Field. Then I escape shot with 2 lands. I get Echoing Deeps and Lotus Field, and I get Summoner's Pact for... Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. If I don't get Fought Seized, then we can win that game easily. Fought Scour, Archon of Cruelty. Do I even survive this? 4, 9, 9. No, I'm just dead on turn 3. Holy shit, alright, I guess I was not beating that opening. Well, I guess I'm actually fine. He just adapted, but you have to exile the card first, which is kinda, you know... You're too excited, huh? Now you will suffer death, my friend. Imprisoned in the moon. It's from Eldritch Moon. Up against Arne, nice. True, true. Very nice. What I draw though? Double on Nerf on turn 2. Alright chat, discussion time. What's the thing to do in a spot like this where I died to... Well, I would have died to my opponents had they not misclicked. Would I? Yeah, +9, right? Exactly 20. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is. No, it is actually 23, because it enters and it attacks. What's the ethical move? Do you play and take the win? Or do you scoop? Good question, right? Who knows? How should one behave? How do you misclick from your own GY to opponents? Well, it wasn't quite a misclick, I guess. So, Arne saw the Archon in the graveyard, and then just got excited and clicked adopted Archon immediately, before resolving the trigger. So I just didn't exile anything, ever. I guess it's a teaching moment, so... It's a mistake you could make in paper as well, so since he's practicing for the Pro Tour... upcoming Pro Tour in Modern, then the ethical thing to do is to let him learn from his mistake. So I have now made peace and I understood how to behave now. Good chat, good. It is kind of offensive that Fatal Push just gets displayed as Battle at the Big Bridge. Yeah, it's a very easy mistake to make in paper. I guess maybe not so much, you would think. It is quite easy. In a way. Ethan. Kind of random sideboarding in this matchup. I'm not entirely convinced on the things I should be doing here. Double Lotus Field, opening hand. Oh. This hand leads nowhere. This hand leads somewhere. It's actually quite good, I think. The issue is what to mulligan. Maybe I will mulligan Splunking. I think that makes sense. I would like to go Amulets, Saga Amulet, and Explore. I think that would be pretty good. Could get hit by a consign, but there's also Survey Lands which are giga good in opponent's deck, so I think I like not holding my amulets against the fetch pass opening. Because if you let them Survey Land and they Survey an Archon, you will be in a rough spot. Keeps on top. Is that gonna be a Frogster or Emperor? Frogster. Okay, I drew a Vestige. So I guess a relatively easy district. To GSZ, which I'm not interested in much. Explore and put another saga into play. Now, next turn I'll have Scapeshift with 3 lands and GSZ in hand and for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Should be pretty good and hard to consign. Maybe even impossible. Of course, Harbinger would be scary, but at least I have a saga on 2 as a way to counteract that. And there is not many Harbingers in Villain's deck. What was it, 1? Discard Harbinger, bro, that's like your best card. Are you stupid? And Archon. Whoa, Persist, Archon, Unearth, Harbinger? Come on. That can't be your play. Or can it? Well, I guess Islands? Did he have Persist? And what? I mean, it's gonna be troublesome to beat the frog, but I guess I make a construct every turn. That's my angle now. I can just draw this member. Of course, if villain actually has Persist, then I will be in trouble. But let's assume they did not. Draw stop in case of a dismember top deck. Actually true, yeah. Could be useful. True, 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 true. Escape shift, gone. Discard frog. Second swamp. Play Oichulus. Now, does this member even save me? We'll see. Probably not, right? I don't have enough. Well, this member into top deck bounce land. This should be fine. So make the construct. Even though it doesn't matter much. And this member, this member, this member, this non-member. I guess I'm not dead, right? But I guess I will not be able to cast this member, though. If villain hits me for 10. Should I play the Vestige? No, I shouldn't, because that's 6 mana. What if I draw Otawara? Then I guess I have a slim out still. Otawara into play Vestige. Probably no out then if villain takes Spelunking. Took GSZ, so I guess still have an out. Would be sick to hit it. Boseiju though doesn't quite do it. Which is sad because it would be a great teaching moment as well for the opponent. For Arne to learn a valuable lesson. Do I want to sideboard differently in any way? Maybe more sagas. Like saga doesn't seem bad at all, actually. Boseiju doesn't have targets. It produces green mana, but I think I would rather just get lucky than produce much green mana with Boseijus. Hand seems alright. Definitely not in the mulligan range. It villain keep 7 as well. Seems like it, just easy keep for both. What happened? Did you get dampened again? I got Harbingered. I got, I guess, Damping Sphere, which is not a great hate card, but it was good enough that game, into Harbingered, into, we'll see, this much. I guess Harbingered again, so it truly is like rolling up that boulder, up that hill, forever. Just with Amulet, and everybody's deck is full of hills, and you are just kind of getting wrecked by that. Blasting Mire. Crumbling Vestige. Punished, bro. I mean, I guess they play Blasting Mire because why wouldn't they? And I guess I'll play the Analyst. What are the odds that villain? How many pushes has my opponent kept? I'll just try to play Bounce Land and reanimate the lands next turn. 2 Sagas. I guess 6 mana for Titan, first and foremost. Meltdown. Well, I'll soon have a meltdown if that keeps happening. Wow, take 1. I mean, that's fine. 2 mana, destroy an Amulet. It's actually not good at all for opponent. I do get to bring back all of the mana back next turn. 3 Sagas. If the Analyst lives only. So hopefully. Looting. Alright, we have to dodge a vicious discard. Discard 2 lands. Villain could play an Emperor of Bones, which I guess I'll dismember then. Okay. Do not let my opponent exile my Simic Grove Chamber. Escape Shifting. What if the Amulet deck should play 100 cards and 4 Analysts? What if you should just try to make Analyst a good draw by playing 4 Lotus Fields, huh? Really makes you think. Villain has an Archon in the graveyard, but I have a Dismember for the Archon, that's fine. And I simply get Chambers, Sagas, bounce back a forest, discard a forest, or the Lotus Field. It's all good. Next turn, it's time for a Titan. You get summoned. Somewhat interesting for the opponent to choose the Explore with the Thoughtseize, but maybe it made sense back then. Alright, villain, I'm waiting. We are casting. Are we Oicho losing? Well, resolves. Get 2 bounce lands, 2 sagas. 2 sagas is enough. Swamp Apps, I cannot even get consigned. Actually, maybe I can get 6 and just loop. Winning 3 games in a row is hard, says Arne. Well, I'll not disagree with you. Sounds giga hard. Persist was summoned as the face down monster. Understandable. The Oculus. So abhorrent. Which puts me at 1-2, chat. Maybe we're gonna claw back. If my opponents want more matches, then I can maybe win some things still in this event. Chat, Barczek actually says that he just forgot to drop. So we gotta win. Seems like we are arena opening again. Let's see if we can build the deck better. This is funny because my results were close loss, a win when Arne just misclicked away his victory, and a guy who forgot to drop. So yeah, good results. We need a really good hand to win this matchup, so let's mulligan. This is not really good either. I will move to 5, probably. Maybe it makes sense to keep this. I don't think so, no. Well, this is as nice as it can be. We both move to 5. Grazer. Actually, it's better to keep the Grazer, it's more mana next turn. The same amount of land drops. Alright, next turn. Proper usages, he, she, they got shellacked, absolutely shellacked in that game. Damn. Well, I'll try to use it the next time I have an opportunity to do so. Regis H, thank you for teaching me this excellent word. Seems like we got shellacked by Harbinger of Disease. Well, the opportunity struck instantly. That's pretty nice. Anything to board out? Maybe Valakut Dryad. Oh, not necessarily. I don't know if that makes my deck better. I'll just submit 73. Sounds good. Seems like a keep. We can shellac the opponent with defense grid. That is a plan. They're lacking incoming. 2 mana Calling Oracle. Could be worse. Defense Grid. Got flared. Didn't want to play it last time into a possible consign, the grid. A bit tricky spot for sure. Bit of a tricky spot. It's a good draw. Will my Spelunking get shellacked? Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Okay, Charlotte's Agent into Calling Oracle. Could be worse. I guess the first Calling Oracle revealed a card, which was Force of Negation. They still have Force of Negation? Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Okay. I'll get 3 Vestiges and Urza's Cave. No. 3 Vestige and Urza's Saga. Maybe this Cave. Cave can be Saga as well. I could get Endurance. I would like for that not to happen, but sometimes our wishes don't come true. O, jestem wyjebany i generalnie jest po grze. Where is concede button? Concede button, yes. That matchup, oi oi oi, not good. Not good. Is it kept 7? Pretty bad showing, I guess. Like, sometimes you get those tournaments when you get Harbingered a lot and then you die. So we managed to beat a no-show and a guy who misclicked a game where he won.